It's Brittany from Coffee Planner Mom, and I'm here today to plan out a recipe spread in my recipe planner. Today I was really torn on what to do. I couldn't decide between my recipe for pancakes or this one, but I figured that I would go ahead and do this one because there's a lot of other recipes that I can put in my recipe planner that I really can't do before I do this. And this is actually going to be my recipe for a pie crust. So once I get this recipe down in my recipe planner, it opens up the door for me to do my apple pie, my quiche, chicken pot pie, so at least 3 other ones I can think of off the top of my head. And I just really love my pie crust, and it's really yummy. So I've pulled out 2 sticker books. So this one is the seasonal, the orange seasonal, because it has this like Merlot colored bake a pie. And then I also pulled out the food sticker book, which has this entire sheet that's dedicated to pies. So I'm probably going to use this one because my pie tin tray, whatever it's called, is red, so that looks like my pies, and with the crust over top of it, what is it? Could be a chicken pot pie, could be an apple pie, who knows? So I figured that's just kind of good for my generic pie crust recipe. I have these little checklists, check circles, check dots, I don't know, from Pretty Cute Planner. So I figured that they might be a pretty good fit. And then I actually pulled out a lot of my fall colored washi from Simply Gilded, but then I also have, this is from the November subscription box, so it's kind of like a sweater pattern, because I'm honestly not sure how I'm going with this, to be honest. I do know that what I want to do, what did I use last time? All right, I've used 3 different pens. I've done 3 recipe spreads, used 3 different pens to write down the names. So I'm gonna wait. I know I'm not going to use my fine tip gel pen. I just don't know if I want to use this Tombow or my just standard Inkjoy. Lovely. All right, so let's see. Here's the recipe. This is how I had been storing all of my recipes, on just some recipe cards in a recipe box. But if anything got on this, then the ink bled. So that's why I want to get everything into this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients. So I think I might just go ahead and do some boxes. I was really torn, but I am just going to, I think I'm just going to do, well, I don't know, if I use these, then the colors, well, it won't match the washi and the seasonal book that I pulled out, but it will match this. So, okay. I guess we'll go with red. I'm putting this in the same section that I had put the rice recipe. I don't know. See, I'm so torn right now, which is really normal for me. So don't worry. That's just who I am as a person. I'm incredibly indecisive. I'm just gonna do it, I think. I don't know. See, the thing is, like, I just realized that I did red and on the rice recipe, and this is going in that same section, and it was red. So I kind of want to do a different color, but in the colorful boxes, like, I love these colors and I love the boxes themselves, but there's not that many like color combos to pull from, and nothing really matches with the colors I originally had picked out. So, and you know, we've got basic black, but I use black pen, so that's why I'm kind of steering away from that. And I love foil, so even though I really haven't used much of it, that's kind of why I'm not. Although, let's just go with the foil. Let's just do this. So we need 4 because we need a cup of butter. And I think what I'll do is well, this isn't going to take up that much space. Whatever. Let's just do it. I need to stop being so indecisive and really just learn to commit. This is going to be, like I said, this recipe is a very big like staple in our house. Let's see, I'm going to stick this one down here because I don't know if, yeah, no, I won't have enough space to put, so we'll just stick this one over here. I should have lined these up with the line. So that one's lined up with the line, that one is not. Oh well. Butter, flour, sugar, water. So a lot of recipes, when I was first looking for a pie crust recipe, a lot of them were calling for shortening, and I didn't have any shortening in the house, and I really just wanted to, I don't know if I really like that. All right, let's just get out the undo. I'm going to just move these up. I don't like how they're so spread out. So anyway, when I was first looking for a pie crust recipe, everything that I was finding kept saying shortening, and I didn't have any shortening in the house, but I had what I wanted to make. I had apples. We had gone apple picking. This is just something that we do every fall. Yeah, maybe I'll scoot that down one more. Yeah, give it a little more space. So I had all these apples and I just wanted to make a pie. Didn't have shortening, so I just kept looking to see if I could find some other recipe that I had all the ingredients for to make a pie crust, and I stumbled on this one. So of course now I have to wait for this all to dry before I can write in my ingredients, but that's okay. I think I am just going to write with my ink Joy. So we've got the gold, and that is going to let me know that I'll be able to still pull in pretty much anything. These are rose gold, and the Merlot one is actually gold. So we'll just kind of see how this goes. But let me get these. I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to use, I was thinking the orange. The yellow might actually work. That's kind of pretty. Or I could just go with some other color and not worry about using the fall colors. I've got to use something that has gold foil though, because I use gold foil here. I mean, I don't have to use gold foil, but I think what we'll do is I'm going to use like this kind of pinkish color, and this is what I will use to start writing off the steps. All right, so I've got that all written down. The funny thing is on my recipe card, I spelt the word need wrong. And as I was writing need over here, my pen started to skip, which I have found to be a very common occurrence with ink joys. You can see that there's still ink here and there's ink from here all the way through. So it's still like half full of ink, but they always start to skip here, which is frustrating. I don't know if I just bought like a bad batch of pens or if that's like a known thing with Inkjoy. So yeah, but anyway, I ended up going with some sort of pastel colored rainbow, so none of the washi that I pulled out is going to work, but I do have other ones that I can bring in, so I'll worry about that momentarily. I want to make sure that I get the ingredients down, so I'll just do that in regular time. The first thing, like I said, this one is actually going to use butter, so you're going to use 1 cup of butter. You also need to have 3 cups of flour. So when I write out my recipes, I do capital C's for cups and then capital T's for tablespoons. So you're gonna need 3 tablespoons of sugar, and then it's supposed to be, it says 1/3 cup of ice water. Sometimes I need more. Like, it really depends. You need to just kind of check the consistency of the dough. So I'm gonna, oh, Pepper. She's stretching. She's so sweet. The cat is in here right now laying. She's asleep in Pepper's chair. So Pepper is not a happy camper right now. Pepper's the dog, by the way. So anyway, 1/3 to, and I'll just say 2/3 because like you pour it in slowly. Cups, and it's very like way super important when you're doing this. It has to actually be ice water. Okay, so you want to make sure. What I do is I sit, and I'll put that over here in the notes. Do I have? Yeah, we'll use. I have another little check mark that I have not used. Ooh, you know what? I want to bring in some washi, so I actually think what I'll do, because this ended up being like a pastel rainbow, these are from the Simply Gilded, what do you call it? Oh my god. Yep, totally blanking, but it came from her. Her sub box. That is what I'm looking for. So this is just pink and white stripes. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead, I'm going to go a little bit longer though, because, yeah, there we go. We're going to see if I can manage with just a gift card to rip it, and I don't think I'm going to be able to. Whoops. So we'll get the scissors. Pretty sure I still have a sticker stuck to my fingertip. So that's fun. Yep, good. It is still there. Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. What was I gonna write here? Oh yeah. All right, so we've got that to prepare the ice water early enough so it can chill. So this actually makes, and this is why I'm like, because it says serves. It doesn't serve, it makes 2 crusts. So we'll just put, because it makes the top crust and the bottom crust. So that's how I know it as. The main ingredient, it's funny, like the main ingredient, like I don't feel like I need to put that down. Obviously it's flour, but like, I feel like for main ingredient, that's going to be something more for like when I'm doing like an actual like dish. So like if I do a soup, then the main ingredient will be beans or it'll be chicken or something like that. Difficulty. Honestly, like I'm gonna be totally honest with myself, as yummy as this comes out, it is a massive pain. just because like trying to roll it out and make sure that it stays smooth, and like I always end up getting it ripped. So I'm actually going to give this a 4. Just because I'm not good at it. So personally, it is a 4 difficulty for Brittany, but maybe for you guys, maybe you're like really like magical, like masters at rolling out dough, which I am not. So maybe for you, this would end up being more of like a 2, because literally the only reason why I'm giving it a 4 is because of rolling it out. And I feel like I should write that down. Okay, based on my lack of rolling skills, I think that sums up why I have marked it as a difficulty. The prep time, I don't actually have a prep time written down. And then I actually don't have a cook time written down because the cook time is based on whatever filling. Cook time, so I'll put that down. But yeah, the prep time to make this is maybe like 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how badly I am struggling on that and that particular day. So yeah, 10 to 15 minutes. I love the way this tastes. I love making it. I love making everything like that I can with it, but it is definitely a struggle for me. Temperature, again, based on whatever the filling is. Serve with, I don't know, a side of happiness. I don't know. I think this might be a little too big now for me to put down here. Yeah. So that's a shame, but that's okay. I have the skinnier one I could use. I am considering it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we need to put down that this is my pie crust. So I've been, all right, so this is when I use the Tombow marker. And then this was using the actual pen. And I think I'm gonna go with the Tombow marker because it stands out more. So, oops, so over here, everything was done in this pen. And then over here, I actually used a skinnier pen. So I think what I'm going to do is just to kind of give it some variation, I'm going to use this. So the one end is a brush pen, but the other end is just a thick marker. So I don't know, part of me wants to be all like conceited and call this Brits pie recipe, but I think I'm just going to put pie crust. And then, like I said, it would not be complete if I did not put down the pie. And I was, like I said, I was going to put down the red one, but I went with all the pastels and I have the gold, so I'm actually going to use the gold one instead. So maybe I'll end up using red when I do one of the other ones. But yeah, do I want it here? No, I think I want it over here. I think that is cute. And then I do want to use more of the washi just because I used it here. So I think what I'll do, I have the pattern in the 10 millimeter and the 15 millimeter. So I want to see, yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll put it, the 15 millimeter down at the bottom. And I don't think I want to take it all the way to the center. I think I'm just going to take it to the edge of the page over here on this side. And then I will tear it once I get here. Hopefully I like it because there's going to be no going back from this. Yeah, and then I won't put anything over in that column. So I've got that, and then I think what I'll do is I'll do it, and let me just flip it because it'll be, no, yeah, it'll be easier. Sometimes I need to flip my pages in order to put down my washi. Sometimes I don't. And actually, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna line it up over here. And then I'm going to use this one up at the top just so that I've got all of the colors, and I don't think I've cut that evenly. I'm probably going to actually peel that up and try again, just because why not? Let's just make sure it's done right. And you know what? I could bring in the purple over here instead, now that I've taken it up, because I've got all of this pink going on, so why not use the skinny purple just because, you know? I think that would look really cute, because then I'll be able to fit that down here. So yeah, that's what we'll do. No, I don't think that really would look good though, actually. This was all sized and prepared for the 10mm, not the 5mm, so I don't think I could get away with it. All right, and I think that's done. Very surprised at how just shiny this ended up being, but I really should not have been surprised. I think what's really funny though is all of the washi that I have pulled out to work on this spread. Like, can we just acknowledge this really quick, because that's kind of excessive. Like, yeah, it's just excessive. But kind of the good thing about having all the washi is I was able to, once my spread ended up turning from what I had planned on, I was able to pull in something that was going to match it. So that was good. I don't think there's anything else that I need to worry about writing down. Like I said, I'm skipping the main ingredient. The cook time and the temperature, it's really based on whatever like is in the pie, whether it's apple, if it's a pumpkin pie or whatever. And serve with, like, I would be cute and say ice cream, but I mean, nobody wants to have a chicken pot pie or quiche with ice cream. So yeah, but yeah, that'll, I'm random, I'm sorry. But that's gonna do it for this spread. I think it's really, really cute. I hope if you're looking for a pie crust recipe that you try this, because like, it's really good. I use this when I make the family's Thanksgiving pies every year, and our family loves them. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already so that you don't miss out on any of my other videos that I have coming up. If you're not following me over on Instagram, go ahead and do that. Over there, I'm at Coffee Planner Mom, and I will see you guys later.